I'm Slider, one word. I'm presently in Ledyard, and I don't know if it's temporary or if certain people are okay with the situation, I guess. But as far as I am, I guess I'm in Godbelow too.
How old are you, Slider?
Oh man, why did you have to ask that question? I'm 35.
You ever personally faced any pressure to conform to any standards, age-wise, looks-wise?
Oh, the music business is totally, around looks and all that shit. I mean, it's without it, the music business doesn't exist. Without looks and having to conform to a certain identity, it's called radio, which doesn't exist anymore. It's video and YouTube. You know, if you don't look cool, then no one cares. So, I mean, it is what it is. Of course, yeah, I've run into it 1,000 times, depending on the label, depending on the band. You know, but you do what you can do to not compromise yourself, but you are selling a product when you're in a band. It's not this rah-rah bullshit that everyone thinks that it's like, I'm doing it for myself. It's like, no, you want to actually sell a product. You actually want to make a living, quote-unquote, the American dream. You do. I mean, and any musician out there that says differently is full of shit. They lie. Depending on what style of music you were in. I mean, obviously, if you're playing metal, it's cool to be like all grungy and like dirty and long hair and whatnot. But I mean, when I was in Brand New Sin, I mean, we always kind of got the don't be so bikery, don't be so dirty, don't be so long hair. You know what I mean? But we didn't really know where we wanted to be at the time with that band, and you know, we always thought in our head we can be the biggest dirt bags that we wanted to be, and still sell 1 million records. It doesn't work that way. You got to be pretty, and when you have 5 or 6 dudes that are covered in tattoos with long hair and that look like they just drink all your liquor in your house and shit like that, it doesn't come off correctly. You know what I mean? But if that's the attitude you're going for, then do it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do it big. You know what I mean? That's what I say. So in the long run, I guess it kind of like divided the band or whatnot, but it's up to you what you're willing to compromise yourself to. You know, I mean, not that we wanted to go out and be like, let's be dirt bags, but, you know, we're just, I'm going to dead up tell you what it was looking back at those 80 thrash metal bands and being like, you know, Metallica and Megadeth and Slayer and Anthrax wore jeans, sneakers, and t-shirts. Why? Why do you have to dress up? Why do you have to put makeup on? Why do you have to do all this stuff? Why can't you just be like blue collar, go out there? And, you know, I mean, some of us came from like a hardcore scene where it was kind of like a workman mentality. You know what I mean? You go out, you just hammer it down. And that's how thrash metal is. You know what I mean? That whole metal scene. Not the new wave of British metal, because they kind of were theatrical and leathery and all that stuff, but, you know, as far as American metal from the early 80s was like, I went to work this way, I went to school looking like this, and I'm going to play metal like this. And that's the attitude that we had. You know, I don't think that it was like a thought out thing, but that vibe was there. You know what I mean? So, you know, the bands that are pretty and wear nice clothes think about it way too much, and we thought about the music more. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you have to wear a black shirt tonight. We're all wearing black shirts tonight. You know, and it had nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? It had to do with this is where we come from. We come from Syracuse, New York. It's an industrial, blue collar, working town. There's nothing pretty about Syracuse whatsoever.